Okay, so this is the house on Algonac. I'm up on a ladder right now, looking at the roof, and there are new shingles, but I don't think they were put on very well. I don't know how well it shows up in the video. I always start by saying that, but see, there's no proper flashing around the downspout. I mean the soil pipes, that one or that one. Supposed to have a rubber boot around there, they call it. See that? The caulking's cracked, water can get in there. It's supposed to be flashed in, like those are okay up there, the vents. See how the flashing sticks out the bottom of the shingle there? This should be the same way down here. So you don't have that. I don't know how well it shows up in the video, but I think this house had a bad roof on it for quite a while. And the edge of the overhang rotted because of it. So if you see here, it comes down and then it takes a steep chop down like that. And see that gutter right there? The gutter's not on there real good, and I think the fascia board behind it is probably rotten. And I'll show you, it actually is rotten down here below. I'll show you in a minute. So, get on this ladder. So this is the back of the house. Here, this is the fascia board is rotten here. You can see it well here. I think probably same thing's going on up there, like I was talking about. So there's an area here, you know, that wood is, you know, is real soft. Same thing going on here. Gutter's not connected here. That step flashing up there, it's called, where the brick meets the roof, that's not done right. That is called step flashing. It kills me how slow that zoom goes in and out. I wish it was faster. That's step flashing. So, because the flashing's bad above, I think this is bad. It's been leaking water there. This is called wood shake siding. Obviously some damage there. They covered up with a board. Siding's damaged and missing here. Some kind of a concrete slab here or something. It's covered up with carpet. It's hard for me to tell. It feels like concrete. This is a ramp. That's a wood ramp. But this up here is concrete, I'm pretty sure. But it sinks in right over here. So the concrete's bad right in here. You know, rot there. See, that's why I think the roof was bad. Rot there. The original wood shingles are still on the house too, and I could tell that from being in the attic. Rot here on this part of the overhang too. See right there. So I'm on the driveway side now. Driveway's not bad. It's got some cracks in it, but that's not a big deal. Electric looks okay out here. It's got a ground rod. The driveway slants toward the house, which is bad because the water runs toward the house and make the basement leak, and I think the basement does leak in this house. It's wet down there right now. Here's the front of the house. All the windows are the original wood type, and they got peeling paint on them, and Detroit's getting pretty strict on the lead paint. This house needs to be tested for lead paint. It'll fail a lead paint inspection, I think. So you gotta contact the city for that. They have a list of people they send out to do the lead paint inspections. So these shingles up here are not the original ones. They replaced them, and they're curling up pretty bad, and there's a couple missing up there. They're, you know, they don't lay flat, they're curling up, which is not a huge deal, but there's a chimney up. Trying to get a shot of the chimney. I don't see the clay flue liner sticking up. It's supposed to be sticking up. You got a fireplace here. It probably broke off. It's not a huge deal, but it's not right. I took some pictures when I was up on the ladder looking at the roof. So this is the other side of the house. You got a Lennox AC unit. Looks like it's a 1997, which makes it old as far as AC units go. You got a motion sensor here, it looks like, because they steal these. They've actually got a motion sensor guarding the AC unit, I think. That's what that's for. I swear to God it is. So back in the back where I started, the garage is in bad shape. That's locked and I can't get in it. But see this sag right here? We call that clotheslining when that's called the peak of the roof or the ridge. See how it's sagged in the middle? That's called clotheslining, like a clothesline sags. So that's a bad sign. That means you got a structural problem. It should be straight. I got a video on this I can refer to you. It's already on the web, so I'll just show you, send you a link to that video. But basically the side wall, see the peak here? The side walls are or the front and back walls are bowing out on this one. It's a front and back wall. So I don't know how well this shows up in the video, but you could see that this back wall is bowing out pretty good, like probably 4 or 5 inches. So when the walls bow out, the peak wants to come down, gravity wants to pull it down, and when it does, these walls spread. These front and rear wall get pushed out like this. And the ridge sags, like I was talking about, the ridge sags, they get that clothesline effect, and the back wall bows out. So the whole thing's kind of pushing down, like a giant was pushing down on top of it, and the sides of it begin to bulge out before it finally goes flat. That's what's happening here. Here I can see the concrete slab on this side, which is great, but on the back you don't see the concrete slab. Some kind of a cage there or something. See, the siding's bad. They put some particle board on there, OSB it's called. And it's rotting, and you don't see the slab here so much. I can see it there, but I'm afraid that there might be rot in the bottom of this wall because the dirt is too close up against it. So that's a real common issue you see with these old garages in Detroit. This house is probably built in the 30s, I'm guessing, maybe the 40s. Peeling paint all over the place. Siding's pretty beat up. I think they call this Dutch lap siding around here. You can see it's, you know, the side door's boarded up. Here's some rot here. See, this is the overhang of the garage, and there's rot here, so I could pull this whole board off if I wanted to. So that tells me that the roof was leaking and water was pouring through it. The roof they have on there now looks pretty good, so they put a new roof on without fixing the rot. So they were trying to do it as cheaply as possible. And I got some pictures of this too, so that's about it. YouTube limits me to how long these videos can be, so I try to keep them as short as I can. They take forever to load, so that's about it out here. The rest of the grounds and everything looks okay. You know, looks pretty good actually. And the street looks pretty good. When the street is really bad, I drive up and down the street with a video camera hanging out my window, and I do a video for the buyer if they've never been here. But this one's not bad, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show you here. Houses look pretty well kept in this immediate area here, so that's about it.